Hello and welcome to this video training. I'm Lee and I'm going to be discussing with you how you can choose the right offers to promote. Please watch this video in its entirety to ensure that you get the full benefit of this training. Now feel free to take any notes that you feel are necessary, but remember you can re-watch the video at your leisure. At the end of the video, please look below for any references that have been mentioned. Choosing an offer to promote is one of the most important things you will do in your business. Effectively deciding on a specific offer will determine a lot of the outcomes further down the road. I like to compare choosing an offer to choosing a car. When you choose a car, you can find out in advance how well it accelerates, how economical it is, how reliable it is based on specifications and reviews. It is then not a surprise to you how the car performs. Choosing an offer has some similarities. Fortunately, there are a number of variables we can check to assist us in making the right decision. So what should I promote? There are two routes to go down initially. The first path is all about you. In an ideal world, we all want to work in a business we love and enjoy. Therefore, it makes sense to investigate a route that makes sense to this end goal. Therefore, sit back and evaluate yourself. Is there something you love, have a passion for, or have sound knowledge of? Everyone has hobbies, skills, or interests that they are at least better than the next man at. The reason why this works is that if you have a high interest in something, you are less likely to lose interest in it. Perseverance is half the battle in making money online. We then take the interest and match it to a range of offers that are available. So, alternatively, you can choose to promote offers in areas where there is a high demand. Even if it appears to be a crowded market, there are a range of tried and tested evergreen niches that have such large demand that they will never be oversaturated or have any serious barriers to entry. We are talking about health, which is expanding daily with new research and ever increasing life expectancy. Wealth, also rapidly increasing due to volatile job security. Fitness, we've become so lazy in the 21st century. And relationships, we're talking about getting someone, and keeping them. Because these niches are in such demand, there are plenty of amazing products that have been optimized to convert. We just have to market to those offers. So it's important that you understand your customers' wants and needs. Once you've decided on what route you're going to go down and selected a niche, you have to niche down further. This is basically taking your niche and funneling the interest down to something very specific. This is how you stand out from the rest. The best way to do this is to think about who your customers are, what their needs and wants are. There's no point choosing health and thinking that you're going to be a super success. But by possibly choosing diabetes in older women, you are zeroing in on an area of health which is affected by a large amount of people who require help and solutions. By doing this, we have additional information for when we begin assessing the offers. So, what type of offers are there? On the face of it, when promoting online, there are 4 types of offers. You've got physical products, you've got digital products, you've got CPA and CPL offers, and you've got high ticket offers. So physical products are products that we receive in the mail. So pretty much anything you can buy in a shop, thinking beauty products, clothes, electronics, entertainment, all kind of things like this. Then you've got digital products. This is education. So you're talking about online courses, tutorials, guides, ebooks. Then we move on to CPA, which stands for cost per action. And also you've got CPL, which is cost per lead. This is typically where someone has to do something in exchange. They provide their email address. So these offers are predominantly by advertisers who pay you a commission for sending that lead their way. So finally, we've got high ticket offers, which can be pretty much anything, but we're talking significantly more expensive items. We're talking vehicles, coaching, membership, gold, things like that. So now we need to choose products, but we need to choose great products. It seems so simple and obvious, but some people get this wrong. Sure, if you have an audience and an awesome sales ability, you can sell ice to the Eskimos, as they say, but this isn't always the case. So you need to stack the odds in your favor, and selecting great offers is how you do it. Now, here's what to look out for. First of all, choose offers that have been successful. You do this by simply seeing how well it's sold. Look at the amount of units that have been sold and the earnings per click. This is how many viewers it took to complete one sale on average, if this information is valuable. Some networks will provide this, some won't. Now, if a product is sold well, it's likely to sell well for you. The vendor of the product will have optimized the sales page to make sure it converts exceptionally well. The next thing is to look at who's selling this product. Do they have a good reputation? Have they got a good track record for creating successful products? Check out reviews and give them some consideration. But remember this, negative reviews are not always genuine or fair. The best tip I have for checking reviews is to make sure there is a balance. If all the reviews are 10 out of 10, something probably stinks. If there's loads and loads of negatives, it might not be right, but you need to, somewhere in the middle, need to remember the foundation of negative reviews can be born out of something stupid like someone's accent, they might not like the person, etc., etc. If there's a balance, it means the product is real and genuine. Lastly, you need to look out for offers that are evergreen. This means that there is no expiry in its relevance or that it's linked to a specific date. Think the outcome of the American election, or the guide to, just say a guide to a specific event like the Olympics or a World Cup, etc. These things would have peaked, whereas a guide to dealing with and reducing the symptoms of diabetes is an ongoing interest. Some products will have a shelf life from the vendor as well. For instance, they may have had a product released in 2016, and then in 2017 they'll release a completely new, brand new, separate one. And as such, the one that's come out in 2017 is all that they're concerned about, and any support for the previous one is null and void. So take the opportunity to contact the vendor and ask for some advice on promoting the offer. This way you'll find out whether they have good support or not. And you never know, you might get some exclusive advice and help how you can take your marketing to the next level, because the vendor will want you to make as many sales as possible, because it means more money in their pocket too. So an important thing in assessing an offer is a sales page. This is what is going to persuade the customer to part with their hard-earned cash. So it's vitally important that you look and assess the sales pages to see whether they are any good. How do you know if they are any good? Here are my tips. Initially, is an attractive page with an attention-grabbing headline. These are the things that people will see first, and if they do not grab your attention, it is likely that you are not the only one. Next, check out the content. There will either be a combination of sales copy, which is text, or a sales video. This is where they look to sell you. Think back to when we told you to consider the customer and their issues, their needs and wants. Does the page do a good job of conveying and understanding and give the customer the opportunity to attain the answer? It is also great to check out the sales page to see how they are selling, to get tips and styles to use in your own marketing to ensure that there's consistency in the message. So the next step to consider is the commissions. Now this is very important when selecting an offer. Commissions are the monetary remuneration that you will receive for promoting the offer. So this will vary depending on where you get your offer from. It may be a fixed value for each sale or a percentage of the revenue that you bring in. This is important because it gives you the chance to consider the money that you'll be making. If you're getting 10% of a $10 product, then you'll need to sell quite a lot. However, if the item is $250 and you get 10%, it starts to look quite attractive. Likewise, a lot of digital product vendors will give you 100% commission on the products which they sell. And these are products that range from anywhere from about $5 to $40, and you'll get 100%. What truly makes systems like this work on autopilot is when you get recurring commissions. This may be for an ongoing service or subscription. Think of it like this: you make one sale but continue to earn a commission each time the subscription is activated. This could be every single month. So where to get the offers? This can depend on your strategy and the route that you decide to take, whilst realistically the options are endless. Just Google your subject and the word affiliate and you will find different options. There are many affiliate networks out there that help you make it so much easier. So let's go through a few of the options. Physical products. So it's going to surprise you, but we're talking Amazon, eBay, Rakuten. These three companies pretty much cover almost every physical item available. Plus they are trusted places that people buy from every day. Now, who hasn't heard of Amazon? Everyone has bought something from Amazon in the past, I'm sure. Next, we've got digital products. As we said, this is education and guides. So you need to check out places like ClickBank, ClickSure, JVZoo, Warrior Plus. These guys sell courses, guides, and softwares. Whilst it's fairly easy to sign up these networks, some offers will require approval from the vendors as they want to know about the quality of the traffic and where it's coming from. ClickBank has a lot of offers that require no approval, so it's a great starting place if digital products is what you want to go down. Next, we've got the CPA offers. You've got places like PeerFlyer, Max Bounty, CPA Lead. Now, there's a lot of CPA networks out there. And most CPA networks have a large selection of offers from all different categories that convert well. However, gaining acceptance to some of these networks can be more tricky. Sometimes you need to phone them up and discuss what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be promoting. But 9 times out of 10, they are happy to have you on board. So, in conclusion, choosing the right offers to promote is essential and can be the difference between lots of commissions and none. It's as simple as that. So remember, you need to do your research and you need to choose an offer that targets something specific, that is successful, sells itself, is current and pays you fairly. Thanks for reaching the end of this video. I hope it was clear and beneficial. Remember to always take action on what you've learned today. Do not forget that any references are below, and have a great day.